In this question, we're looking at a probability distribution. This is Unit 7, Question 8, about 12 jurors that are randomly selected from a population of Asian Americans, and there's 81% in this population Asian Americans. So if that's the case, you would expect the majority of people on this jury, if it's randomly selected, to be Asian American. And you can see down here that the chance of having 9, 10, or 11 jurors that are Asian American are pretty high. All right, so let's diagnose here how this table and what everything means. So X represents, or equals, X represents the number of Asian, oops, I can't type, Asian Americans on the jury out of 12. All right, P of X is the probability of having exactly that many Asian American jurors out of 12. All right, so as an example, the probability of having 0, so right here where it says 0, the probability of having 0 is just about 0. But the probability of having 4, now it's still small, but there is a small chance that you could have 4. So it's saying it's basically impossible to have 0, 1, 2, or 3 Asian Americans if there's 81% in the population. All right, so let's figure out then the questions here. So the first question asks, what's the probability of having exactly 6? So I look at the table, and I find the row that corresponds to 6, and I read the number next to it, and the probability is 0.0123. So use all the decimals and put in that answer blank. If you were to convert this to a percent, it's about 1%. Next question. What is the probability of 6 or fewer Asian Americans on the jury? Since it says 6 or fewer, and you notice that this sign here is less than or equal to, I need to include 6. So I got to include all of these at the top of the table. So I'm going to make, hopefully, a better brace. There it is. And I have to add them all up. Okay, so to save time, I already typed this into the calculator. And here's what I got. I got 0.0152. All right. The last question says then what's the probability of having a jury with more than 6 Asian Americans? So that's this part of the table. That's everything 7 and above, 7 to 12. And again, I have to add. All right, so the way you would want to do this, you could either add up all those numbers or you could do a shortcut. The shortcut is knowing the complement rule. Okay, and the complement rule says that the whole table has to add up to 1 or 100%. So I could just do a subtraction. I could do this. I could say 1 minus the probability of x less than or equal to 6. And that would be 1 minus 0.0152. All right, and let's see what I get for that. Remember, that represents the rest of the table. So 1 minus 0.0, uh-oh, I gotta clear this. All right, let's try that again. 1 minus 0.0152 equals, and so I get 0.98, so there's a 98% chance, more than a 98% chance, of having more than 6 Asian American jurors on this jury. All right, so let's write that number down, 9848. All right, and that concludes this video. So I hope that shortcut helps.